Aloha, friends and family, and welcome back to the cave of your consciousness. Becoming one with the universe. Greetings, we are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We have observed the mechanics of your lives, how they work, and how life continues to give you exactly what you need to take you to the next step of your evolution. We notice that you engage with life based upon what you believe you can receive. Your willingness to participate must deliver you something, even if that something is a sense of satisfaction that you've helped someone else on their journey. We invite you to become curious about life itself. Become curious about how exactly things manifest in your reality. Not because you want to know what you did wrong or did right, but because you want to explore this universe. By exploring this universe and the mechanics of it, you help to determine for yourself where exactly you fit in the structure of the universe and the forces that maintain it. You can align yourself with these universal forces and be taken to your next experience willingly. And that is the most enjoyable ride that you can take. The more open you are to seeing life as a guide and listening to that guide, the more capable you will be of guiding yourself along this journey. Your path has many twists and turns. We suggest that you get curious about them. We invite you to put yourselves on the timeline that is being delivered to you by the universe. And we want you to recognize this timeline as your creation, but not your destiny. As you learn to work with the universe by trusting, surrendering, and letting go of your agenda, you will have a magical, wonderful, and enjoyable ride. A ride that will take you to places you could not have possibly known existed. As you become curious about the universe, you become one with it, and in so doing, you become one with yourself and all other beings. Let yourselves be taken for a ride every once in a while. It's fun if you let it be that. Exploring the corners of your consciousness in the cave of consciousness. You have begun to explore the far reaches of your consciousness. Your consciousness has many layers to it. And as you open yourselves up to the truth that you are multidimensional beings, eternal and infinite beings, then you must realize that there's more for you to consciously experience than what you have been experiencing up until this point in your lives. There must be keys to unlocking that which is in the corners of your consciousness. And you are discovering those keys and being given those keys by your friends, your helpers, both physical and non-physical. In terms of your experience of life and of yourselves, the key to unlocking the doorways that exist within your consciousness are the moments when you surrender, the moments when you give in to the experiences you are having, the moments when you accept that everything is occurring in your life as a part of a much bigger picture. You are not just here to awaken to the knowing that you create your reality so that you can create a perfect life experience for yourself. You are here to go deeper, to go beyond what your mind has been able to offer you in terms of possibilities. Your vision boards could not possibly hold all that is available to you, so there is really no point in clinging to any desire that you have ever dreamt up for yourselves. The reason we say that is because there is so much more. There is so much more than you can imagine. And everything that comes your way in your life is about pushing your way into the corners and getting you to explore the layers of your consciousness. The you that you truly are craves expansion. You will never be satisfied with living out a life of comfort and luxury. You will find yourselves bored, and sooner than you might expect. Unless you are willing to follow the flow of energy to the depths of your consciousness, you are going to feel bored, unfulfilled, and you are likely to be afraid. That fear that you feel is not about losing something you already have or not attaining one of the items on your vision board. That fear is about not becoming the totality of who you are. It is about not feeling more of who you are flowing through you. That is the experience you are here to surrender to. Meditation is powerful. When you are sitting quietly and paying attention to your breath, that is when you are at your most powerful. That is when you are the most connected, the most aligned, and the most aware. Many individuals believe that if they are thinking during meditation, then they are not doing it right. And it somehow doesn't count. Many people give up on meditation because they believe they are not good at it and therefore have no business doing it. But thinking during your meditation time can also bring you great insights. You can become aware of what is important to you. You can determine your vibration by paying attention to your thoughts. And you certainly can become more aware of your emotions by first noticing your thoughts. So let go of any sense of perfectionism you have when it comes to meditation and instead focus on the benefits. When you are in a state of meditation, you are rejuvenating yourself. You are accessing more of the source energy that you truly are, and you are in a state of receiving. When you meditate, you are not technically doing anything, but you are accomplishing so much. It is in your non-action that you allow everything that you have already done to take effect. You affect this universe more in your attention to your vibration than all of your actions, words, and thoughts put together. Give yourselves the gift of as many minutes of meditation as you can possibly grant yourselves in a day, because it will always be time well spent. You are masters, each and every one of you, and in a meditative state, if you allow yourselves to, you can feel how masterful and powerful you are. You can feel yourself expanding, becoming, and accessing. It is a gift, and the more you receive the gift of meditation, the more you will receive from the universe. Your evolution. You will continue to evolve even after the shift is completed. You are not ever going to stop evolving and becoming. Even when you return home to Source, there will be times when it seems as though you have to do a lot more work. And there will be other times when it seems that you are moving happily through your lives without much of anything to spur on your growth and evolution. No matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, and no matter how much you are experiencing right now, you're always in a growth cycle. The times when these experiences of growing and evolving hit you the hardest are the times you need the most support. They are the times that call for more support. And you have so much support that you don't need to ask for it, but you do need to accept the support that is being offered. You do not need to let go of control so that you can let in all of the support and all of the love and compassion that is coming your way from your guides, your angels, the other high frequency beings of love and light. Your growth and evolution are inevitable. They will continue regardless of what you do or do not do. But how you go about facing the hardest parts of your journey will be in large part determined by how much help you're willing to accept, how much you're willing to open yourselves up to receiving. You are not giving up your power when you ask for help or when you receive it. You are demonstrating to yourselves how powerful you are in your ability to receive. You are demonstrating to yourselves that you are a collective. These guides and other beings, they are all parts of you, and to draw upon the help and support that they offer is just a wise use of your own resources. Your evolution is a group effort. You're the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. And let us chat for a little bit here. You know, I can't even begin to tell you how many synchronicities are happening with these readings. Like, you know, at one point here, I'm reading 3 different books, and I have no idea what the next reading is going to talk about or say. And I don't even know which book I'm going to read from next. I'm just going with flow. And, I mean, it seems like these 3 books are one book. And every time I do a reading, you know, it's definitely speaking to me. And then, like yesterday, we kind of discussed the continual expansion and all that. And here today, you know, they're pretty much talking exactly about that. And so there's just a lot of synchronicities that have been happening since I've been kind of flowing with this flow of doing these readings and whatnot. And, you know, I don't know, in my personal life, especially yesterday, I wonder if how many people out there were feeling contrary energies, just in general. Or was it just me? Because I was kind of feeling that yesterday. I was kind of feeling like impatient, you know, like I'm getting, I say this, it's not really true, but a part of it is. A part of it is true. Of, you know, I'm getting tired of waiting. I'm getting tired of waiting to see the things that I want to see out there. The changes that I want to see. The dealing with the Draco reptilian freaks. You know, I'm tired of scrolling, let us say, for an example. You know, scrolling down through YouTube videos, and I don't watch a lot of videos. I just can't. I just can't take in a bunch of this crap because it does lower my vibration. And yesterday, maybe it got lowered just because I saw some things on the headlines. But, you know, like pictures of these Abramovich type Draco freaks holding, babies. And maybe they're baby dolls, so they're not real babies. Well, yeah, they're not going to show you themselves holding actual babies. But they're pretty much signaling, right? It's symbolic. Why are these freaky freaks doing anything with babies? Still, that was my complaint yesterday. And I sort of had a rant, I guess, toward the universe of, why do we've been doing this for millions. It took us millions of years to get to this point of awakening, of integrating, of becoming re-empowered. Why do we need to wait another second? And I think the answer obviously probably came to me, and the answer was, pretty practical, is you don't have to wait. You're not waiting. You're not waiting for anything. But I feel like I'm waiting. I feel like there's stuff I'm looking to see. Like I can't wait for the day when I can scroll through YouTube videos, not playlists, but just your feed, and not see any crap about Brandon, any crap about the latest scandalous reptilians that made off with a bunch of people's money through an FTX Ponzi scheme cryptocurrency. All the while the very same people are persecuting the XRP because they've done everything right, because they actually have a great product, because they're actually capable of doing what FTX was not capable of doing, and many of the other ones are not capable of doing. And, just, I guess injustice is the word of what's seemingly. But see, again, this all needs to be exposed. So if tons of people are talking about it and it's being, attention's being put toward it, then you hope the next step, right, is like cleanup. Like arrest the criminals already. Why are we waiting? What are we waiting for? What are they waiting for? We've got all the evidence we need to show that all these reptilians have been doing nothing but corruption and stealing and evil and cheating and everything else that you would expect from Draco reptilians. They've been doing it for ever since our institutions, were founded. So, gotta take them deep breaths and gotta put it in perspective and know that progress is being made. Like I'm not talking personal progress. I know I'm making personal progress. I see that. I feel that. But I'm talking about collective progress. Like when do we see some good happening out there? And back to what we already know, the good has to first be found within yourself. Which it's there. I'm not. So that's why, again, that's why I'm getting kind of impatient here. Because it's like, hey, I see the good within. I know the reality I'm co-creating. I know what I expect to see in my reality based on what I see within myself. And I'm ready to roll. At least I feel like I am. Maybe I'm not as ready as I think I am, but I feel like I'm pretty darn ready, I'm ready to progress. I'm ready to move toward 5D. I'm ready to establish heaven on this earth. And I don't really have a lot of, I don't know if patience is the right word, but that's what's coming up. I don't have the patience. I do, but again, I'm just saying, I'm voicing all sides of my brain here. I don't feel like I should have to have the patience to wait to see what is within me manifesting outwardly. And I get it, it's not just me manifesting this outward, external, collective reality, it's everybody. And, we gotta wait until enough people are at a high enough level to where boots on the ground, so to speak, and rubber hits the road, and cleansing of this beautiful, wonderful planet really begins in earnest. And I think it really already has in earnest. Again, there's so much going on in the background. Uh, there's so much that we really kind of don't know about. And you can't prove it to anybody. And I've long past that. I could care less who believes what, prove it. I'm not. I couldn't prove this to you. I couldn't prove any of this to you. You have to prove this to yourself. So if you're at that level of I need proof, show me the proof, you're not ready still. You're still not there yet. But so yesterday was kind of a struggle for me, just with the energies of feeling like impatient and just tired of seeing all this crap in our faces. I just the simple answer, right, is well, don't look at it. Well, don't look at it, and I don't watch it. Again, this is just simply from scrolling. That's all. Not watching hardly anything because I just don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it, and unless it's, you know, the freak holding the babies is in handcuffs and being headed to a courthouse. Now, I might tune into that. I might tune into that. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to know, is that these Draco freaking reptilian, deviant, twisted, dark people are no longer able to just do what they do and walk around like everything's normal. And they're not, they're not, because Sam Bankman-Fried is basically in hiding right now. I'm sure there's people that want to take his head off because he made off like Madoff, or Madoff, Bernie Madoff. He made off with millions, but he's serving like a life sentence, I believe. And so, Mr. Sam Bankman-Fried should be serving his life sentence too, because you can't just steal millions of people's money, investors' money, on a Ponzi scheme that was basically, they were the second largest donor to the Draco party. I mean, the Democrat Party. So there you go, the same old thing from the same old reptilians. Stealing, lying, cheating, deceiving. And then you go on to YouTube, and I'm pretty sure a lot of these people that are like, Brandon is the best thing ever. Basically, that's what they're saying when they attack Trump, or they attack the light side, or the love and light side. They're basically saying, oh no, Brandon is great. There's not really that many people, even as asleep as they might be, that really do think that Brandon is some kind of a great thing. Brandon has nothing, not one thing that you could say is a great thing from this illegitimate president. So my point is they're probably bots, right? Because people not so long ago probably believed that all of these, I'm just going to call them people. I'm going to try to be nice, because I don't really like Draco reptilians. I don't like them at all. I don't like what they do to kids. I don't like what they do in their underground bases. I don't like their philosophy of life. I don't like anything about them. And I don't think we have to like them. I don't think we're even called to like them. If they, change their ways and renounce all that crap, and turn over a new leaf. Okay, here we go. Back to what we were talking about yesterday of this universe is governed by compassion. So could we show them compassion? I'm willing to do that. I would be willing to do that. I'd be willing to be compassionate towards them. Now, if they've done heinous, hideous things to children or babies, you're going to have to pay the price that the laws of the land require. So I still have compassion for you. You're forgiven as far as I'm concerned, but you don't get to just walk away from doing those kind of deeds and activities, right? There's consequences to actions, and so, we love you, but you're out of here. If you did certain things, you're gone. There's just no way around that. So we come to find out, all these people, loosely using the word people, on Twitter, and I don't use Twitter. I don't give a damn about none of that crap, but I do have an account, and it was just for art, and I haven't been on it in years, but I do have some art on there from years ago. Anyway, they were bots. They were algorithms. They weren't real people. So all these people that were attack, constant attack on Trump, constant attack on conservatives, constant attack on, anybody that was love, unity, and light, they weren't even real. It was AI. It was artificial intelligence. So do we now think that these same types of goons in the comments of YouTube are not bots? Are we to think that they too are not bots? Oh no, those are real people. They really do love Brandon. You can't name one thing that the man has done that's in the category of good, wholesome, righteous, uplifting, unifying, unless you're talking about, unifying Draco cult members. So they're probably bots too. And so hopefully someone or something, and it will, as we move into 5D, all these platforms are either going to get cleaned up or they're going to go away. And would we really be losing very much if they went away, if they're just full of maggots and worms and rot? We'd be better off without them anyway, right? But hopefully somebody will do the same kind of Elon cleaning to YouTube that's being done to Twitter. And so, that's progress, right? So I was ranting and raving kind of yesterday of like, show me something. But there's that. There's all kinds of other stuff. There's things I don't even know about. The Galactic Council is involved in this. Let us say the greater galactic community is involved in this. And just a little side note on cryptocurrency and a synchronicity. I was telling my wife the other day, and I had not heard this or read this anywhere, but I said, honey, I bet Stellar Lumens, XLM, is a galactic currency. I bet it's already an established currency off-world, like outside of our planet. And just was pondering, kind of those thoughts and thinking about that, because that's something you don't think about every day. Like, wow, is there like currencies in other galaxies? Like, do people still use a system of exchange that would be considered currency and all that? And I bet there is. I bet there is. So I thought, yeah, I bet, XLM, Stellar is the name, that thought hit me. So the very next day, I happened to push play on a video by Mr. Perez, the writer of Our Cosmic Origin, and he, in the video, says that XRP and XLM are galactic currencies. Basically, that's what he said. I don't know if I'm quoting him exactly, but basically he said what I had said to my wife the day before. So that was really, really interesting. And then I put that in a comment in the comment section of Digital Asset Investors video. And I'm just going to confess and be honest, I really don't watch his videos. I really don't watch too many of the crypto people's videos because it's just kind of the same thing. But I appreciate what they're doing as far as exposing all the corruption and the Draco, crap. I just don't want to hear it because it just gets me irritated, and I don't want to be irritated, so I don't watch it. But I did put in the comments that XLM was a galactic currency, and how much do you think it'll be worth when people find that out? And the very next day, yesterday, Digital Asset Investors video title was XRP XLM Galactic Currencies, or something pretty much that. I think it was exactly that, actually. So that's interesting. Interesting synchronicities. Like, I get a thought, the next day the thought's confirmed, the next day I make a comment in a crypto video, and the next day that is the title of the video. Interesting. Just interesting. So I guess we'll leave it at that. We scan the cave, see if there's anything we missed. Mary mentioned a really interesting synchronicity with a star in the top of her pine tree after the passing of her beloved husband 5 years ago. And I'm fascinated by stuff like that. So, like, if you have some synchronicities that's been happening, or a good one, and they're all good, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if you got a good one, or you got one, put it in the comments, and I'm sure other people are interested in that too. It's interesting to hear about synchronicities and things that come together that weren't planned really, and it's just interesting. So, share with everybody else some synchronicities that you're having or have had. And we will see you on the next one. We leave you in the love, the unity, and the light of the infinite Creator. Until next time, my friends.